Tucked away within Fuchengmen Neijie in Beijing's Xicheng district lies the magnificent Bai Ta Si, or White Dagoba Temple, officially known as Miaoying Si, or Miaoying Temple. This once functioning Tibetan Buddhist Gelug monastery was constructed in 1271 during the Yuan dynasty under the instruction of Kublai Khan. This was one of the most important projects undertaken by the Mongol emperor, as the temple would house a fierce deity and would be the location for his own personal worship. Kublai Khan was born in the year 1215 and was the grandson of Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire. In 1271, Kublai established the Yuan dynasty, and he formally claimed the orthodox succession from the previous Chinese dynasties. The Yuan dynasty ruled over much of what is today's China, Korea, Mongolia, southern Siberia, and other adjacent areas. He defeated the southern Song dynasty in 1279 and became China's first non-Han emperor. He established his capital in Beijing, which was called Dadu at the time. Although the Mongolians traditionally practiced shamanism, Kublai became an adherent of Tibetan Buddhism. His mother, Sorkhaktani Beki, was a Christian and a follower of the Church of the East, a fact that is not commonly known. She was one of the most powerful and influential people in the Mongol Empire, a highly competent woman whose policy decisions led to the Mongol Empire becoming a sophisticated cosmopolitan, an aspect that plays an important role in the construction of the Bai Ta Si, or White Dagoba Temple. She was very tolerant of other religions, and raised Kublai to be so as well. Sorkhaktani Beki passed away in 1252 and was buried in a Christian church in Gansu. During Kublai's early years, he was interested in Buddhism and initially studied the Chinese Chan or Zen sect of the religion. However, later he felt a greater affinity for Tibetan Buddhism. He appointed his spiritual guru, Drogon Chogyal Pagpa, also known as Pagspa, as his imperial preceptor. Pagspa was the fifth leader of the Sakya sect of Tibetan Buddhism. With Kublai's support, the Sakya sect became the preeminent political power in Tibet. In 1260, Kublai asked Pagspa to construct a golden stupa in Tibet. For the project, Pagspa asked Nepal's king Mala for artists and architects. A group of 80 were sent from Nepal, led by the artistic prodigy Arniko. Pagspa was so impressed by the 17-year-old Arniko's work on the Golden Stupa in Tibet that he initiated him in the Buddhist Sakya tradition and sent him to the great Kublai Khan himself. Kublai was surprised that Arniko, being so young, would have the artistic abilities required, so he decided to test him by having him repair a copper statue of the Song Emperor, which other artisans had deemed irreparable. Arniko did such an extraordinary job on the repair that he became one of Kublai's favorite artists and architects, and he had him work on numerous projects within China, and also appointed him as a minister of the imperial court. The construction of the Bai Ta Si, or White Dagoba Temple in Beijing, would become one of Kublai Khan's most important projects. But what was the reason for this? During Kublai's war on the remaining Song Empire, he had run into a stalemate during his siege of Xiangyang in southern China. He needed a special weapon to assist him in his quest to defeat the Song forces there. His spiritual guru Pagspa advised him to seek help from the spiritual realm, and that these spirits would need to be approached in the right way, with the correct rites performed in a place impressive enough both to act as a sanctuary for the deity concerned and to assert the emperor's authority as spiritual leader. Thus, Kublai Khan commissioned the Bai Ta Si to be constructed, which would tower over the capital as its tallest building for a very long time. The site chosen was auspicious. Kublai ordered a dig there, which uncovered dragon tablets, sealing it as the location for the temple. Next came the task of establishing the temple's borders, which was done in line with Mongol custom. The Khan, or perhaps a trusted lieutenant, took up bow and arrow, transforming them into instruments of geometry. With 4 precise shots, each arrow carrying 200 meters, the cardinal directions were marked, etching the boundaries of the sacred space. This birthed a sprawling complex, a 400-meter square tapestry of buildings. though time and dynasties have gnawed at the edges, reducing the temple to a shadow of its former glory. The central pagoda remains a defiant sentinel. Like an inverted ice cream cone dipped in time, it towers over the surrounding sprawl of offices and exhibition halls, a silent testament to the vision of Kublai Khan's era. The youthful Arniko was entrusted with the task of building the Dagoba, which would serve as Kublai and his family's private place of worship. But who or what was to be housed here for worship, and why? The temple was built for the worship of the powerful guardian named Mahakala, the deity Kublai Khan hoped to summon to aid him in his struggle against the Song. Mahakala within Tibetan Buddhism is considered a Dharmapala, or protector of the Dharma, and is a wrathful manifestation of the Buddha and the Hindu god Shiva, often regarded as a god of war. This black-faced guardian has multiple arms and 3 eyes, and is of the brilliance of 10 million black fires of dissolution. Wearing a crown of human skulls and a garland of severed heads and standing on corpses, he is a truly fierce deity whose task is the annihilation of evils that other deities are unable to deal with. The temple, with its White Dagoba standing at over 300 meters in height, features numerous prayer halls with various Buddhist deities housed within. However, its chief purpose was to house an altar for Mahakala, which is situated just outside of the Dagoba itself. While today the temple is a popular tourist attraction with a dedicated museum contained within, it used to be a functioning monastery with lamas attending to Mahakala, performing rites and rituals. This was even the case over a decade ago when I first visited. While today the Mahakala altar is not open to the public, and many don't even know it is there. Back then I asked the Lama present if I could see his altar, and he kindly opened it for me. The 750-year-old White Dagoba Temple still stands firm today, and is of immense cultural and historical significance to Beijing. While the impetus for its construction was due to Kublai Khan's desire for conquest, it nonetheless stands for much more than just that. It is a testament to the multicultural and broad mind that the Khan had, not only embracing what was a foreign religion to his Mongol ancestry, but also trusting in the skills of a Nepalese artist and architect to complete such an important task. This is one of the hallmarks of the Mongol Empire, and one of the reasons for its large-scale success: the utilization of skilled people from a wide variety of cultural and national backgrounds, something the world's leaders today would do well to learn from. Bai Ta Si is a beautiful temple that is well worth a visit should you find yourself traveling to Beijing someday. It is a special location where you can literally come face to face with history and Mahakala himself. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do click like and subscribe and share this video. It helps our channel grow. If you'd like to support Mushin martial culture, you may do so through our Patreon support site.